look up at the night sky. On a really clear, dark night, you might just be able to see a faint, fuzzy patch of light. It's nestled in the constellation Andromeda. It doesn't look like much, just a distant smudge against the velvet black. But that smudge is the Andromeda Galaxy, our closest major galactic neighbor. And it's hurtling towards us at a staggering 110 kilometers per second. That's fast enough to get from London to New York in under a minute. A cosmic collision is on the horizon, a gravitational dance of truly epic proportions. For over 100 years, astronomers were pretty sure this galactic crash was a done deal, as inevitable as death and taxes. But now the story's getting a little more complicated. For years, the forecast was clear, a head-on collision in about 4.5 billion years. But the universe is rarely that simple, is it? The latest, most precise data from the Hubble and Gaia space telescopes have thrown a wrench in the works. When you factor in the gravitational pull from other nearby galaxies, like the Large Magellanic Cloud and Triangulum, the picture changes. Now, some models suggest there's a 50-50 chance our galaxies won't collide at all in the next 10 billion years. They might just be two cosmic giants in a celestial dance, destined to swing past each other for eons. Yet the possibility of a direct hit is still very much on the table. It's a game of cosmic chance with the highest stakes imaginable. So today, we're exploring what happens if gravity rolls the dice and decides it's time for a collision. What really happens when the two largest galaxies in our local group finally meet? So, how did we even predict this cosmic pileup in the first place? It all started back in 1912, when astronomers first clocked Andromeda's speed and realized it was moving towards us. By tracking the subtle sideways motion of its stars over many years with the Hubble Space Telescope, scientists confirmed its trajectory was pointed right at the Milky Way. For a long time, that seemed to be the end of the story. A direct hit was on the calendar. But the universe is a busy place. Our local group of galaxies is a dynamic system, with dozens of smaller galaxies all tugging on each other. The new research that casts doubt on the collision doesn't say it won't happen, but that our old certainties were based on an incomplete picture. Think of it like trying to predict the path of two ships on a calm sea versus a stormy one with swirling currents. The gravity of Andromeda's own satellite, the Triangulum galaxy, and our own, the Large Magellanic Cloud, act like powerful cosmic currents, pulling on the two giants. These new models, which factor in all these moving parts, show a whole range of possible futures. In some scenarios, the galaxies swing by each other with plenty of room to spare. Their dark matter halos might create some friction that eventually causes them to merge, but maybe tens of billions of years from now. In other scenarios, a head-on collision is still very much a possibility, with some estimates placing that first encounter in about 4.3 to 4.5 billion years. It's a powerful reminder that even in a universe governed by laws like gravity, the future is a web of probabilities, not a single unchangeable path. Okay, let's just assume the collision course is locked in. What does that actually look like? This isn't some sudden fiery explosion. It's a slow, graceful, and utterly massive gravitational ballet that unfolds over billions of years. The first big moment is the first pass, which some models predict will happen in about 4.3 billion years. The two galaxies won't just instantly become one. Instead, they'll fly through each other. From Earth, or whatever's left of it, the view would be absolutely breathtaking. Andromeda, which is just a small smudge to us now, would dominate our night sky. Its brilliant core and spiral arms would be a spectacular, maybe even terrifying sight. But here's a really important point that people often misunderstand. A galaxy is mostly empty space. The Milky Way has something like 300 billion stars, and Andromeda has a whopping trillion, but the odds of any two stars actually hitting each other are practically zero. The distances between them are just too vast. To give you some perspective, if our sun were a ping pong ball, the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, would be a pea over 1,000 kilometers away. So this isn't going to be a demolition derby of stars. The real action is all about gravity and gas. After this first pass, the two galaxies will keep going, but their mutual gravity will have slowed them down. They'll separate for a couple of billion years before being dragged back together for a second, closer pass. Each time they swing by each other, their beautiful spiral structures will get warped and twisted. Huge tidal tails, long, elegant streamers of stars and gas, will be flung out into intergalactic space, creating celestial ribbons hundreds of thousands of light years long. So, what does all this mean for us, for our solar system? The good news is our sun and its planets will almost certainly survive the initial fly-throughs. but our address in the galaxy is probably going to change. According to some simulations, there's a 50% chance that the solar system will be shoved about 3 times farther from the new galactic core than it is now. There's even a small, but not zero, 12% chance that we could get kicked out of the galaxy entirely, becoming a rogue system wandering the lonely void of intergalactic space. While that sounds pretty dramatic, an event like that would have very little direct effect on the planets themselves. The real threat to life on Earth actually comes from our own star. By the time this collision is set to begin in about 4.5 billion years, our sun will be getting old. Its growing brightness will have already boiled our oceans and made the surface of our planet completely uninhabitable, long before the galaxies even touch. In that sense, the cosmic collision is a drama that will play out on a stage where humanity's part ended a long, long time ago. After several passes over hundreds of millions of years, the two galaxies will finally run out of steam and lose their separate identities. They'll start to merge into a single, massive entity. The raw power of this merger will be channeled into the gas and dust clouds within both galaxies. As these clouds smash together and get compressed, they'll ignite a furious burst of star formation, a cosmic firestorm called a starburst. Millions of new, hot blue stars will pop into existence, lighting up the merging galaxies. At the heart of all this chaos are the two supermassive black holes, Sagittarius A from the Milky Way and the much larger one at Andromeda's core. Pulled together by gravity, they'll sink toward the center of the new galaxy. Over millions of years, they'll spiral closer and closer in a deadly dance. As they get incredibly close, they'll start to send out powerful gravitational waves, ripples in the very fabric of space-time. The final merger of these two black holes will be one of the most energetic events in the universe, possibly unleashing as much energy as 100 million supernova explosions. This could create a luminous quasar that blazes from the heart of the new galaxy. Out of the beautiful, chaotic wreckage of this collision, a new galaxy will be born. Astronomers have given it the nickname Milkdromeda or Milkomeda. The iconic spiral arms of the Milky Way and Andromeda will be gone, replaced by a huge, roundish, and much less structured giant elliptical galaxy. The night sky seen from a planet inside this new galaxy would be completely different. The familiar band of the Milky Way would be gone, replaced by a more uniform, dense ball of stars. Over the next 150 billion years or so, other smaller galaxies from our local group will probably get pulled in and absorbed by this new galactic titan, completing its evolution. This process isn't really one of pure destruction. It's a fundamental, and pretty common, part of how the universe works. Across the cosmos, we can see galaxies in every stage of this merging process. The antennae galaxies are a famous and spectacular example of two galaxies caught in the middle of a collision. These events are how galaxies grow and change over cosmic time, a cycle of destruction that leads to new creation. The future of our galaxy, whether it's a cataclysmic collision or a long, slow dance, is one of the most mind-bending questions in astronomy. It really forces you to think about the immense scales of time and space. What do you find most awe-inspiring or terrifying about this whole thing? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring the grand mysteries of the universe, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the cosmos. So, is the Milky Way's death collision inevitable? The answer, it seems, has shifted from a definite yes to a much more interesting maybe. The latest science shows us a universe that's more complex and interconnected than we ever realized. But whether our galaxy faces a direct hit in 4.5 billion years or a merger much, much further down the road, one thing is certain: the cosmos isn't static. It's a place of constant dynamic change, where even something as vast and seemingly permanent as our own galaxy is just one chapter in a much larger, ongoing cosmic story. That faint smudge of light in our sky is a powerful reminder that we're part of a universe that is always evolving, always building, and always reaching for its next grand transformation.